Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I want to talk to you. This might be volume 1 in this series. There might be more than one, so bear with me. This one is how to live cheap on your food. Now, mind you, I bring in X amount a month. I'm disabled, and I'm going to tell you how to survive in this economy from the eyes of a disabled, transgendered woman. Now, mind you, Aaron, my man, Aaron Whitehouse, he is disabled too, but he's getting into pipes. Now, if he can take off from making pipes, that will be great. Now, how to live cheap on a fixed income. Where's my lighter? Here we go. The secret is to buy things cheap. Okay. Let me explain. Swig of coffee. When you're at the grocery store, look for cheap meats. Now mind you, let me show you something here so you can get an idea. Get your Sunday paper and always look for the deals. Go shopping Sunday through Saturday for the best deal. Now this is for our local area, Aikens Harvest Food out of Quincy. This one is an old ad from March. Oh, this is a new ad. Okay. So, this new ad, you're going to wonder. Let's get to it. Look through the ads. You can always find something good. Now, always look for the deals. Don't buy anything expensive. Now, if I'm looking at this, don't mind me. But always look for them. If you think something's high in price, it probably is. Now, I'm going to tell you how I live cheap. I always look for cheap stuff. I usually don't buy ice creams. I don't usually buy pizzas. I buy milk twice a week. Sometimes I use 1 to 2 gallons a week, depending on my cereal and my needs. Coffee. Now look at this, for example. If steaks are on sale between $4.98 and $6.98 for T-bones, rib steaks, or porterhouses, I always buy. Sometimes $7.98, cheapest. I always look for different things like sirloin tip or chuck steaks. I always look for ground chuck patties. I always look for other deals, hot dogs. Now, mind you, you can get some really good deals on hot dogs. Mind you, my store doesn't carry everything this ad says, but I will get down to business. So, now, I usually go through between 2 and 3 pounds of margarine a month. When I shop, I always look for deals. Usually I go with Malt-O-Meal breakfast cereals. However, at times, I always get the full porky, bacon, eggs, hash browns, sausage patties, hash browns, toast, sourdough. I usually spend a little expensive on bread. Bread's usually $1 to $1.50 a loaf. I buy them on sale between 75 cents and 98 cents. Freeze them. That's what I was taught. The other is I spend between $3 and $4 a loaf for sourdough. I usually use sourdough for grilled ham cheese. That's really good. Get some Oscar Mayer sandwich meat. And get some Swiss cheese by Tillamook or some other Swiss cheese cut already. Just slap it on, grill it up. It's perfect on sourdough. Cheap too. I always buy mayonnaise. I always buy sandwich makings for lunch. I'm always a fixed person. Now, to eat cheap, you can always do several things. You can gain a little weight, but if you get a treadmill like I have, you can be the perfect weight. Now, I'm still losing. I've lost about 30 pounds. Now, you're wondering? Here's a secret. Don't buy hamburger. If you get Hamburger Helper on sale for 75 cents to $1 a box, always go with ground pork. You can find it in your meat section. It's between $1.50 and $2 a pound or less. I can get it for 98 cents a pound at times. Stock your freezer up. You can make pork burgers, which, by the way, the original hamburger was made by pork. That's why it's got its name, hamburger. Now it's hamburger meaning beef. Now if you want to eat healthier and you don't care about ground pork, well, spend your money on whatever you want. But this is how to save money. Now, once you get done and you want to go down certain aisles, get Ziploc bags. That's expensive, not the cheap. Get the zips. Buy a Ziploc. And garbage bags, always get brand garbage bags because usually they tear. Now, for laundry detergent, always get the cheapest. Cheapest stuff works. Nothing more. Same with toothpaste. 70 cents for a tube of Gleam works. Why pay $2-3 for a tube? Sometimes I get AIM for 88 cents at Walmart. Now, if you're like my man, when I go shopping on the 3rd or 4th, because I make him pay out of his own money for his vices is soda. I usually get 42 liters to make sure it lasts him a month, sometimes more, depending on the weather. He goes through 2 liters like crazy. At my local Walmart, that's the first thing I hit up because I always have to go with Uncle Donnie in his pickup truck loaded up. I don't drive. I give Donnie $20 for gas. Now, Safeway has ads Sundays and Wednesdays. I always look at the ads because I always want to find a deal. Usually I get the buy one get ones or, sales on hot dogs. Now, that's another staple in my household. Mind you, you can say, oh, I don't like hot dogs. Well then, don't watch this video. Hot dogs is a staple because usually we get turkey or chicken franks for 79 to 99 cents a package. Stocked up in the freezer. We're on a fixed income of about $300 a month for groceries for 2 people. Sometimes $400, depending if Aaron helps out a lot. What we do? We get hot dogs. We get chili. Hot dogs and chili are very, very good. You get the cheap generic brand chili for 70 cents to $1. Take 8 hot dogs, pour over your chili, put it on a plate, do it. Perfect. Cheap. Now, if you're like some people, it's like, well, I like frozen pizzas. The Kraft Jack's pizzas are cheap, filling, and good. I usually go Totino's because I'm picky. Now, if you want to pay a high price, you can always get the Totino's pizza rolls. I always keep them in stock for myself for meals that I just want to eat by myself, and I make Aaron do something else. Now, mind you, I said stuff about steak. That's another thing. I always get steak for myself. Aaron gets the little thin steaks. See, as a prim and proper woman, in my opinion, likes pipes and cigars, I like frickin' 1.5 to 2 pound steaks. I'm no wuss, but I love my steak, and Aaron's steaks kick ass. Now, if you're listening so far, the other thing is frozen foods. TV dinners, when they're on sale, I usually get 10 to 20 TV dinners, banquets, for 50 cents to $1 a piece. I always stock up. I go through 2 TV dinners when I do eat them. I usually get Banquet or Swanson's. Now, when Hungry Man's are on sale for like 2 for $2, I load up. And that's a good deal too. Now, if you really want a good meal, and it's for 2 people only, here is a tip. And if you want to spend money, ever buy boxed mac and cheese? Go out and get yourself some of those Swanson mac and cheeses. Or not Swanson. Bad Aries. Stouffer's. Might be thinking it's Stouffer's in this package. Family size or party size. Me and Aaron usually gets family or party size, a little more money. And we get family size Salisbury steaks by Banquet in the frozen dinner aisle. 3 each. Mac and cheese half each. A meal. That's another thing we eat. We also get Stouffer's 3 cheese raviolis, or sometimes the Stouffer's chicken parmesanas. Those are good too, trust me. Now, if you're like Aaron, he goes through jars and jars and jars and jars of jalapenos. So, with that, always look for generics if you can. If you can't, well, the best place to look would be Walmart. Our local stores, we have a Red Apple and an Atkins. Now, since I have to edit this, get it prepared to load, I'm going to have to do Volume 2, I think. So, stay tuned for Volume 2, and the best of goodbyes.